Another day gone, another list of goals unchecked. You sit there wondering, why can't I just get it together? If this feels familiar, you're not alone. Millions of us live trapped in cycles of procrastination, frustration, and self-doubt. But here's the thing. What if I told you the problem isn't you, but your habits? What if the next 30 days could completely reshape your life? Not through grand gestures, but with small, deliberate changes. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how habits work, but also have a practical roadmap to transform your life, starting today. In the next 30 days, you'll go from feeling stuck to unstoppable. Sounds bold, right? But trust me, it's possible, and I'll prove it to you. But before we dive into the how, let's address the elephant in the room. Why do most people fail to change? The answer isn't what you think, and it holds the key to unlocking everything. I remember a time when I felt like my life was on autopilot. Every morning, I'd hit snooze, scramble through my day, and fall asleep with a nagging sense of regret. Then one day, I stumbled upon something, a simple concept that flipped my entire perspective on habits. It wasn't motivation, discipline, or willpower. It was this one surprising truth. Take a moment to think about your own life. Are your habits serving you, or are they silently sabotaging you? Let's start with a truth most people ignore. Massive transformations don't come from massive actions. They come from micro changes. Think about this. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. It grows inch by inch, nurtured consistently. Your habits are no different. I used to believe I had to overhaul my life in one sweeping motion, like waking up at 5 a.m., running 10 miles, and cooking a gourmet breakfast every day. Spoiler alert, it lasted 2 days. Then I discovered the power of starting small. Really small. Research shows that habits form through repetition, not perfection. According to a study published in the European Journal of Social Psychology, it takes an average of six days to form a habit. But here's the twist. The size of the habit matters. Starting with something so small it feels almost effortless increases your likelihood of sticking with it. So what's the smallest habit you could start today? Drinking a glass of water every morning? Writing one sentence in a journal? Don't underestimate the ripple effect of these tiny actions. But here's the real magic. It's not just about starting small. It's about creating a system that makes success inevitable. How do you do that? That's coming up next. Imagine your habits as part of a larger ecosystem. Each habit feeds into the next, creating a chain reaction of positive change. This is called habit stacking, a concept popularized by James Clear in Atomic Habits. The idea is simple. Attach a new habit to an existing one. Say you already brush your teeth every morning. That's a perfect anchor for a new habit. Want to start journaling? Leave your journal by your toothbrush. Want to meditate? Place a cushion next to your bed. The key is to piggyback on something you're already doing. I get it. Maybe you're thinking, I've tried this before and it didn't work. That's okay. The truth is, it's not about never failing. It's about having a system that gets you back on track. That's where accountability comes in. Let me share the story of Lisa, a viewer just like you, who used habit stacking to completely transform her mornings. She went from chaotic, stress-filled starts to calm, productive routines, and it all began with one simple habit: gratitude journaling. What could your habit ecosystem look like? Close your eyes and picture it. Which habits could naturally flow into each other? Here's a hard truth. No habit will stick if your mindset is working against you. It's not just about what you do, it's about how you think. Let's talk about the fixed versus growth mindset, a concept developed by psychologist Carol Dweck. Imagine trying to learn a new skill, like playing the piano. A fixed mindset says, I'm not good at this, I'll never improve. A growth mindset says, I'm not good at this yet, but I can learn. The difference? One gives up, the other keeps going. Here's a trick. Reframe failure as data. Every missed workout, every skipped journal entry, it's not a setback, it's feedback. What went wrong? How can you adjust? This simple shift can make all the difference. What if you stopped fearing failure and started using it as a tool for growth? By now, you're probably feeling inspired, but let's get real. The road to transformation isn't without obstacles. Let's tackle the big ones. I don't have time is the most common excuse and the least valid. The truth? You don't need more time, you need more intention. Start with just 2 minutes. Yes, 2 minutes. Commit to the habit no matter how small. Here's the kicker. Motivation is overrated. It's unreliable and fleeting. Instead, focus on systems. Design your environment to make habits easier, like placing a water bottle on your desk to remind you to hydrate. Let's face it, fear of what others think can hold us back. But here's a liberating thought. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to judge you. So, give yourself permission to start, no matter how imperfectly. Now that we've addressed the obstacles, it's time to tie everything together. What does a 30-day transformation actually look like? Here's where it all comes together. The next 30 days are your canvas, and these habits are your brushstrokes. Let's create something extraordinary. Week 1. Start small. Choose one tiny habit and commit to it daily. Remember, consistency beats intensity. Week 2. Stack and expand. Add a second habit, stacking it onto your first one. Focus on building momentum. Week 3. Reflect and adjust. Take stock of your progress. What's working, what's not. Adjust as needed. Week 4. Celebrate and reinforce. Celebrate your wins, big or small. Reinforce your progress by visualizing your future self. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one habit and start today. Just one. And in 30 days, come back and tell us how your life has changed. Ready to take that first step? Let me know in the comments. What could your life look like 30 days from now if you started today?